Hi, welcome to DIY Donna. I'm Donna. I'm going to quit saying that.
No,
but
no.
Maya keeps telling me no. But leave it in the comment. Should I take it out or should I leave it in? Anyway, I got 3 easy DIYs for you today. The first one is a thrift basket that I had bought from a yard sale for, I think it was 25 cents. I have been waiting and waiting to be able to fill this thing up. And I might even add a little bit of pumpkins in it as well. So the first one is, Maya, can you hand me the first basket, please? And I do apologize for the bugs. Don't forget, we are outside in our gazebo. And we're trying to get some air in here because right now it's kind of hot. Hotter than what it is outside because we closed it in so our stuff wouldn't get rained on or ruined and things like that. Okay, and also in this basket I have taken 2 of the pool noodle, and I had cut it to size and I got it really stuck in here, and that is what we are going to use for the okay, and there's some wire here. Oh, wait a minute, this is not the one from the yard sale. This is the one from my father-in-law's flowers from his awake. So I wanted to do something special with it, and I didn't realize that this was the basket until this wire. But it's okay. This is going in my kitchen, so my husband still will have it. So, and it's going to be used because it can also be taken out. I'm trying to remove the tape as well. It can also be used for spring, summer, if you want to change it, winter, Christmas time, and that's what we're going to do. So I have a bunch of flowers here, and some of them I have already cut. Some of them here and there are loose, and that is because of the last, the bucket, I think, was the one that I used these, and I'm just going to start poking them, and I'm going to not use all the leaves on these, just a little bit here and there, like that pretty one. It had orange and a little bit of red, so I thought that one would be a nice one to keep. Some little sunflowers. I just adore these ones. I'm going to put one here in the middle, and then I am going to put one. And I'm sorry if there is a glare on the camera. Jeremiah opened the door up. Well, it's not a door, but try to get some air flowing in here. So actually, I need to stop doing what I'm doing right now before I get too far. I love just putting flowers into things like this, but
there's so many birds.
can you hand me the white paint, please? Now I'm going to add a little bit dry brushy, very dry brushing to this beautiful basket. I'm just going to dab my paintbrush in it, and then I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to dab it, and then I'm going to lightly, and if it comes in too dark, don't worry. You can always kind of, you can take some brown paint over it, I guess, or you can take your paper towel and try to dab it. Like right here, I'm trying to thin it out, but you know, it don't take this stuff that long. But I think that right there is pretty like that. So once again, I'm going to dab my paintbrush down in there. Here we go. And then, there we go. I had to wipe some of that off because it did come in a little bit heavier than what I wanted. So I'm just going to make, you know, bring the two together, doing this to it as well. Right there, I came in way too heavy, and I'm glad that it. I don't know where our camera cut off at, and I do apologize for my cup being in the way. Our camera overheated because it was hot in here. We got it closed in, so it's really extremely hot. So Maya cleaned up this fan. So we got it going on to the phone. Hopefully it works so we can finish this up. Now, this package from the Dollar Tree of the metal words: Harvest, Thankful, and Welcome. I'm going to use the Harvest, and I'm hoping it glues correctly. It should around the basket form. Inside here. Alright, and we're going to express that as well. We're going to paint this so to show up when Maya. Can you hand me the paint, please?
Sure.
Sorry about that, guys.
It is.
Thank you. Alright, we're going to. Oh, that is crooked so bad. I'm going to put this down over it. And then we're going to paint it white. And I am going to do a heavy brushing on this. It should not take this thing that long to dry. Not in here. And it is kind of warm outside today as well. And I do apologize if the sound is also, I thought by me having my earbuds in would affect the sound with the fan blowing. So I didn't wear it. So we're going to put this to the side and let it dry while we are working on the flowers. There we go. Alright, now we're going to just cut some of these up here. Maya, can you go in the house and get me them sunflowers that are in the front room on that black shelf or stand? In the vase, you'll see them, Maya. Please hurry so we can. Alright, I'm just clipping these foxtails. And then I'm going to put a couple of these. I think I'm going to leave the grass on some of these stems as well. I think that would be not these ones. And once again, I'm going to use some of these feathers. I adore these. I can't remember exactly what they're called again. Puppet grass? Trying to bend the stem down a little bit so I could get, there we go. Then I'm going to put one in the front. And then these pretty leaves with these berries is another one. And Maya came out with these pretty sunflowers and some greenery if we need it. We may use a couple of those stems. We'll see. Okay, I got 3 of these stems left, and we're going to use them. And we also got some more of these as well. Don't worry, we will get this filled in. Yeah, I think we need some greenery in here as well. And then we are going to use some of these leaves and these berries here. I just love these leaves. So we are going to save those for another project. I'm going to make them a little bit shorter, I think. And we're going to shove them down in there. And I do not work on flowers that will, for a living. I just like fixing them from my own home. And I do like making wreaths now as well. I'm going to put that right in the middle. We're just going to keep filling. I had some of these, couple of stems of these as well. I literally thought I had more flowers. I do for wreaths, and they're all off the stem, unfortunately. But I did have a sunflower left right here. We're getting it full, guys. We are getting it full. Alright, and we got another pick right here of some more berries, and I'm going to cut one of those stems, a couple of them off. There is 3 total. We might as well use them. So I'm going to put one in the middle. I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. flower bulb.
That's not. I put all three of them together.
I know, but you see right here. Alright, he wants these leaves in the middle, so I'm going to use this sunflower. And we're going to put it right here because it will help with some of the greenery. And then these berries and their greenery will also give it some color in here. And try to get it in different places and not in the same areas. Now, yes, whoops, did not mean to do that. We can fill it a little bit more, which I do have some pumpkins and other things right there in that bag right beside you. Can you hand that to me, please? Alright, we do have a fire orange sunflowers. And I'm going to do 3 of those. Or should we do the truck in front of it? Do the harvest? Okay, that's fine. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of these orange ones, and then we're going to make our bow for it. We're going to fill it right there. Alright, the bow color, I think, I can add that into it, but I need a bigger one. That one down here. You want to keep your taller ones more in the back, like that one right there. It's trying to peek its way through there. Alright, so now we're going to take a ribbon. Oh, hold on. I already have ribbon over here. But we are forgetting, and people, don't do what I did. Use your paper towel, use something else. In my work area, off here. Now you can add more to this, and I will off camera, but for now, I think it's okay. So now we're going to place our harvest. So ordinary to this, I'm going to put some hot glue around my H. Now I'm just going around the letters, and I'm hoping that this don't dry it. I gotta face it toward me so I can make sure that it's gonna line up with the basket, because I gotta curve it. And I got that. This may not work. Yeah, this is just making one heck of a mess in my... Okay, I got an idea. Might want to wear your finger protectors on this too. Yeah, the hot glue is not working. well at all. So I have little wire, oil wire, which you use. And we're going to cut little pieces of this, and then we're going to and it did kind of, but I want it to stick permanently. I'm taking a piece through the H and through my wire basket here. And once we get it through the basket, we can pull it through, and then I can wire it onto the basket. And I will show you in a second what I'm talking about. Alright, I put the wire right there. Okay, it fits. I'm going to do another one at the bottom, which this one I'm just going to shove in between the basket, and then I'm going to poke it into the pull needle. Got it one way here. Now I'm going to poke it another way. And it is a little bit longer, but it's okay. We can curve it to go around to our basket. Like so. And I think that would look really nice. And we're going to do the same thing as we did on that end, where we put it into the basket and then into the pull needle. And then this thinning project is finished. And you can also, I don't want to glue my pull needles down into my basket because I want to be able to change that out. Okay. We forgot the bow, as always. So for this bow, the only thing I'm going to do is make the awareness ribbon. And then I'm going to use a piece of this wire. That way I can use the wire to wrap it around the handle as well. Raise it a little bit because of the harvest. Give me 1 second and I will show you guys how we're going to do the bow. Well, if I can get it tight enough. Alright, so we're going to try this one more time for me to get it really tight to the basket. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it face me for a moment. Alright, now we're going to pull off our extra wire. And you want to make sure that what is left over, so I'm going to use this part to smash the wire into the basket there. Now I'm going to trim this up. And then we are going to put the tilt. And this is cute for an entryway, a end table, coffee table, centerpiece. And make sure your guys' ribbon both is match. I just worried about my phone overheating. Alright, so that is DIY number 1. Now, moving on to DIY number 2, which we are going to cut these purses. Well, these purses are really easy to take apart. We are going to remove the flower. And then this one is really glued on there. Unfortunately, my heat thingy is in the crab closet. Let me have Maya see if he can get that off. This one doesn't say anything. They have really gotten this glue. Maya got most of it off. Okay. Now, we are going to find where the seam is. Like where they're putting this together, like.
It's on the bottom.
And we're going to remove the straps, because I believe that they're on there glued. No, there is a stitch or two holding that. I'm trying to, there we go, see that? I'm just going to cut them like that. Maya threw one right on my hot glue gun because he doesn't pay attention. And don't worry, I'm not wasting the straps. We will use them. And if we cannot use them in this project, they will be used in another. And I believe that I have took one of these apart before, I believe. I could be wrong. Okay. I found it. It's on the top, on the inside of the seam. Now, we're going to just pull our stitch out. And I believe it's kind of the same way as the basket. But this is much more easier to take apart than the baskets were. As you can see, we're just moving right along here. Can I have the pumpkin, please? Because we are going to be, now that pumpkin last week turned out great. We used those little baskets. We used those. We took those apart and we used it on a pumpkin. I think it came out really cute. Now we are taking these purses apart and we are going to use these on there as well. See, right here, you will see like the extra fluff in there. That is the beginning. Start pulling on it and bust that stitch. And do that. You may have to take scissors here and there like I did on that first one. And I am doing here because this is like a double C like is what I call it. There we go.
It's all
There's another one. It's basically too where they use some of that glue. Yeah. Okay. The scissors. Now we're going to have this problem where it's going to probably try to come unravel in certain areas. So I don't know why this one is so much harder than that first one. Like you get where the stitch is and it just don't want to go. Pull a little bit, give it some muscle, and it will come undone. Alright, now we're going to take that pumpkin. You can pick up the foam one. Either one of the pumpkins will work. I just grabbed this one because it's the only one that our Dollar Tree had left. They got cases of these orange pumpkins. I am going to be going tomorrow, and I hope they got some of the truck out because it came yesterday. And normally I go the day of the truck, and we go the day after the truck, but we always don't go on Monday or Tuesday, and that's when they put the most out that I'm learning. Okay, so we got them both tore apart, and hopefully no dust from the ground, is it? Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is cut our tag off of this pumpkin. And then we are going to be removing the stem. And like it's on a toothpick. But I just got an idea for this. Okay, so we are going to start our pumpkin, if I can find it. Okay, first thing I am going to do, I'm going to put it inside of the pumpkin with my scissors. And then we're going to take it down to the bottom. And then we're going to come back up. Alright, and right there, as you can tell, it looks like it's going to break. So we're going to cut it right there. No biggie. No biggie at all. And then we're going to shove this piece down into the pumpkin. And then, well, it's not these. So we are going to take it and start all over. We're going to do the same thing. Take our scissors, push it down. And then we're going to wrap it. And stop. We're going to push it down. Just a little bit there in the middle, just so we can have and we're going to just keep doing this until our pumpkin, and I want the orange to come out in it. You'll see why after it's done. Why I am wanting the orange to come through. And we're just going to do this all the way around the pumpkin until we absolutely got it full. So we will come back on when it's all the way around, guys. Okay, I just popped back on so you guys can see how far, and it is very time consuming. Just keep layering until you are satisfied. I will come back on here and let you guys, I'm using my little rubbery thing to come out of the makeup section at the Dollar Tree to hold my glue. Now I don't know if it's because it's a little hot in here that my glue's not holding up, or if it's because of the fan pulling it down. I don't know. Or my hot glue gun is messing up. One of the two. Alright, guys, we'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, guys, I apologize. We are well over halfway done. I'm filling this in, and then we will come back on. Okay, so this is it, and it actually came out better than what I expected. I have glue all over me, though. It's like I'm a magnet to it. So the stems that I used last week and I got from Emu is the one that I'm going to use for my stem. And we're going to push that down in there. And then these berries, I can't remember what they're called. They're like wire on a stick. We are going to use some of it, if I can get it unraveled here. And we're going to wrap it around our stem. And then I'll curl it like so. That much. So I'm going to wrap it back up so it don't come unravel anymore. And then I'm going to flip this. We're going to wrap it around our stem, and I do apologize for the siren if you guys can hear it. We will try to take it out. Okay, we're going to wrap that around the stem, and then we're going to clip it here to the side, and my water pencil here, or pen, or whatever, I'm going to use it to make my how many of you are ready for fall? I'm ready for the fall, the cool weather, the pretty colors, but I am not ready for winter. I am not a winter person. I do not like the cold. My body does not like the cold. How about you guys? Do you like winter? And we're going to make a bow for this. And I'm trying to think if we should use a little bow or a big ribbon bow like this. And then we're going to finish this project and we're going to start on the other one. Now the other one, it's kind of recycling some things. We're going to make our bow and we're not going to make it that big because this pumpkin is not big. And I am going to use the wire again, and this is why I don't leave my cups on my crafting table. Some of that wire. I'm going to clip this off. Alright, I think I lost that one and flipped back out of my hand. Alright, let's try this again. And that one is way too short here. Should be good. And I'm just going to make like a awareness ribbon. And I think I did it again. I'm not the best bow maker. I'm just going to turn that a couple of times. Fluff it out. I'm going to fold it, and then I'm going to dovetail it after I get my wing here straight. And then my piece that I was going to throw away, we are just going to take a line of hot glue right down the middle. We're going to fold it over into its seam. This way we can hide our wire. And it will also make your bow look a little bit better. Once again, fluff it out, turn your let me know in the comments what you think about this one. I'm just wanting different textures in my home this year. And that's why I'm like taking things apart and putting it on the pumpkins, because I'm trying to, you know, I think that is pretty, and you can still see some of the orange. And like I said, let me know in the comment section what you think about this one. Okay, for DIY number 3, like I said, we are going to recycle some things. We are going to make a pumpkin, and it's up to you about the height. Now, I was going to do like a toilet paper roll height, and so that's, I'm going to use my scissors here. I'm going to kind of like flatten this down. No, I'm not going to flatten it completely. That's about the size of a toilet paper roll, about right there, I would say. Alright. And now, just going to make sure that it's perfect. Okay. So now I am going to take like a cracker box. Just going to give it a trim here. And get rid of these folds on the ends. And then we are going to take and open our box. Alright, and then the second thing you are going to do, now you can take your roller, I don't have one handy, I am going to make lines all the way down this, using this extra, and this is why I do that, because I cannot cut a straight line. And we're going to keep our measurements about, I would say that is about a ½ inch apart. And then we're going to cut these in strips. And then once we get them all stripped up, we will be gluing these. Now, you do want to turn your cardboard facing out so your cardboard collar is facing outwards and not the print side. Just because we, what do you call it? When we go to paint it, for one, and for two, you don't want that image out on your pumpkin. Yes, we're going to turn this into a beautiful pumpkin. And I don't know about how many of these strips you're going to need. But we're going to go ahead and start cutting, because this is going to take the longest in this project, is cutting the strips. And then once you get them all cutted, we will come back on and we'll be gluing and putting our pumpkin together. Okay, we did clean up a little bit while we were cutting. Now, I cut my paper towel holder about the shape of a toilet paper roll, I guess. first thing I'm going to do is just add a little hot glue. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to hold it for just a sec. Well, as you can see, it's going to be one of those. And we're going to put another line of hot glue, just a little ball. Enough to connect to this, and we're going to hold it. Now, if your hands are very sensitive to heat, I wouldn't hold it like this. But we're going to repeat that all the way around until we have it as full to our liking. Sorry, that literally came out a little bit. And we're going to take it around, and we're going to do the same thing. Place another line of hot glue, just like we did the other one. We're going to bring that back up here. We're going to hold it in place for a second. And then we're just going to keep doing that all the way around the whole roll until, like I said, you get it to your liking as full. See, you're going to have to see how it's gappy a little bit, and pumpkins are not all perfectly round, so it's okay if you have already shaping its you can already imagine it is what I'm trying to say, if I could say my words or picture it, not imagining. Okay, we're going to keep doing this all the way around until we get it, and then we're going to paint it. Okay, you guys, so now what we're going to do is it's done. Okay, for the stem, we are going to use our paper, our crafted paper. Okay, you guys, you got to paint the inside, but I'm going to wait until it dries. But for video purposes, so we can get this video out to you guys tonight, we're going to go ahead and I am making a stem, and I'm using my craft paper, and I am just twisting and twisting it all up until it gets to a point, and then we're going to shove it down inside here. And you do gotta watch, because your paper towel, your little thingy, it's wet. Alright, so we're gonna make it look like a stem. And then we're gonna take some more of these berries. And we are going to take a piece of these. I'm just trying to find the, I wrapped it so I can unwrap it. Oh, I did that. Alright. Alright, we already got a piece here that's in my. Alright, so we're going to use this, put it around our stem. And then we're going to, and like I said, we're going to wait until it's completely dry. Then we're going to paint the inside. And then we will add our little bow to it as well. And why I'm making the vote for this, I want to thank you for watching our videos. If you don't mind giving us a big thumbs up, also sharing this video out, leave us a message and let us know what which DIY you liked, and let us know what you're making as well this week. And don't forget to share it out, because it does help our channel grow, and we're trying to get to 8,000 before January. And we're going to fluff this out. And I just thought this was a neat little craft to do. I am not taking credit for this. I've seen it on a Facebook, I don't know what you would call it, like an ad type thing. And I thought that would be something good to do, because it's budget friendly and very easy to do. And I might say, it don't come out too bad either when it's completely done. And we are going to add a little bow, and we will see you in our next video. And coming up is the final review. Bye!